It's been nearly a year since an early blizzard plowed into the northern plains, the fierce wind and snow punishing cattle in Nebraska, South Dakota, and Wyoming. More than 40,000 head of livestock were lost in the fury. AgDay national reporter Betsy Gibbon traveled to western South Dakota to see how ranchers are still recovering.
At 3,200 feet, tucked in the rolling plains, a backdrop of breathtaking views sits the Williams Ranch, where Myron and his son Monty have kept busy for decades. But this scene looked quite different 1 year ago.
They say the wind blows, you better believe me, it's going to.
October 2013, the ranch was pelted with a 24-hour rainfall, followed by 30 inches of snow, soaking and chilling the Williams cattle.
No hair, no mamas. I mean, it was the worst case scenario I'd ever seen, and we've been through a lot of storms and never had that kind of loss in this area.
Snow reached the top of the feed bunks along the feedlot, sinking calves under.
70 or 80 calves piled up in a corner of fresh weaned calves that were all dead.
The Williams say they lost over 100 head of cattle, some in the feedlot, but then some in the pasture.
You couldn't get out there with a tractor, mud was too deep.
When they could get to the pastures, cattle were found stuck in snowbanks and mud, many still alive, some 2 weeks later.
Finally got to where I could see some livestock and can't access them. I was going to spend all night digging.
But after 40 days of cleanup and months of healing, the mess is gone. And as soon as the sale started, the Williams rebuilt fast.
A lot of people didn't have the capital to continue and do that. And they've been sitting waiting for these disaster payments to get the funds to try and replace them cows. And you know, at that time I could still buy a lot of cows for $1,200 or $1,500.
Knowing relief would come at some point, they started rebuilding that month, hoping the market wouldn't skyrocket too soon.
Then they started getting higher after that, so we kind of quit, and then we started buying heifer calves.
But even for them, the process will last a while.
I mean, we're going to battle this for the next 5 to 10 years.
It wasn't just resilience that saved them. Financial relief arrived early winter, a new farm bill soon after.
We'd be in trouble to this day if we wouldn't have had it. And, you know, what can you say?
Neighbors helped too.
Unbelievable amount of generosity there is in this world.
Today, walking into that pasture isn't as painful.
You're pretty blue at the time that the storm happens because you think you're broke, because it's pretty devastating. There's fires, there's tornadoes. I've got friends that have been through those in the last year, and I don't know if I'd trade a storm for them. I think we were lucky.
They know the ranch tucked in between the Badlands and the Black Hills will bounce back. A season of hardship now fading in rear view. In Wall, South Dakota, I'm Betsy Gibbon reporting for AgDay.